Flosstube! Welcome to my channel. I'm Kim Chamberlain, the Canal Town Stitcher, and I am here today with another update video. I filmed a couple of weeks ago an update on my webs. I'm going to just do a quick update for you so that you can see where I am. And then later on today, I'm going to film another Stitch With Me video. So, life updates. I don't really have too much to share. It's October the 21st, and my family went to Raleigh for the North Carolina State Fair, and I stayed back so that I could run Ryan to work back and forth and Grace to her band competition. Everybody's doing really well. Everybody, knock on this fake wood over here, seems to be healthy and happy, and we are and here comes a dog, and we are doing really well. I haven't had a ton of stitching time. I find that when I get home from work, I'm trying to get dinner and trying to get everything done, and so I don't get to sit down and do as much stitching. I don't stitch really in front of the TV that much. Sorry, there's a dog that just jumped up here, so if it's a little janky, it's from him. But I do stitch primarily on Saturday and Sunday mornings. That's when I usually get a good amount of progress into everything. He's situating himself now among my whips. Anyways, so yeah, we have, I've been working on some things. You know, I like to pick up a lot of different things. It's October, so I'm doing more of my Halloween stitching, and I have made some good progress on a couple of the Halloween pieces that I'm working on. Whipgo, I'm kind of going to be working on this weekend. It's a 24-hour cross stitch weekend this weekend, so if you are part of that group, you know that 24 hours of cross stitch is 24 hours of cross stitch over the weekend, so I do plan to stitch this afternoon. I'm also going to be fully finishing some pieces as well. I have my windows open. It is a glorious day. It's sunny and cool. It's perfect for fall. So all the good things, all the good things. I'm going to be working on some Thanksgiving and Christmas stitching coming up here soon. So you'll see a significant shift in what I'm working on as far as theme and project. But basically my theory or my thought on it is that I just stitch what I want when I want to, and I don't have anybody to hold myself accountable but me, so I try not to be too hard on myself if I don't make, you know, like my whip goals or whatever. All right, I left my phone on the other side of the room, so excuse me for just a second while I go get it, and I will be right back. Okay, I like to have my phone so that I can show you the pictures from GoodNotes. I will have some thoughts on Markup RXP in the end, because I had somebody suggest it to me for my full coverage piece, and so I downloaded it and I've started using it, but I have some thoughts about it. So I'll get to that at the very end of the video. All right, let's get right into my whips. I'm just no particular order, just whatever I've worked on is what you're gonna see. And if I put one stitch in it or 100 stitches in it, I still show it because I have worked on it, if that makes sense. Okay. That sound that sounds like a vacuum cleaner is actually the wind coming through the window. And I do have my washing machine going too, so if you hear that, I apologize. All right, the first one I'm going to show you is, where is my Haid? I'll show you that last because I'm going to have to go get that. All right. The first one I'm going to show you is All Hallows Eve. This is by Little Dove Designs. I ordered it from Etsy. So this is what it will look like when it's done. There's my backyard. Oh, goodness. See, that's what a pretty day it is today. That's the backyard. All right, back to the stitching. There you go. All right, I worked on this for about an hour this week, so it wasn't too much time. But I am making my way through this. So I just want to situate the needle here. It's popping up through. Okay. So I'm actually am going to take this out of the hoop. So sorry for the time that it's taking. So that you can see it, as it is in a really good place right now, and I think I might be able to finish it if I really work on it. All right. It's not ironed. I apologize. I never iron my stuff before I show it to you, so I'm sorry. But here it is. I am doing this a piece of 32 count alchemy. It's by Picture This Plus. I'm just smoothing it out a little bit. What can I use as a board? I never remember a board. All right. And I have to pull on some of these cobweb strings too to tighten them back up. The only problem with these cobwebs is that they are beautiful, but they are really hard to keep tight, like the tension right. Okay. All right, here we go. That is what it looks like. So I am almost done. Working on the kitty cat right now. I've been really good about doing the back stitch as I go on this one. But as you can see, like these cobwebs, they're so loose. And I saved some string on the back so that I could pull the tension right again, but it's still like they're still not quite as tense as they were when I first stitched them. They look super cool. This is the second time that I've stitched cobwebs this way, and they look super cool, but I think in the design, like as the designer is going through and doing the cobwebs, it would be easier if there was just more opportunities to anchor those threads so that they're not as loose. But I love the way they turn out and the way that they look. I mean, they definitely look really amazing. So, but yeah, that's my complaint about them, is that they need to be tighter. There, I'm just fixing it now. All right. Back into the hoop this will go. I'm going to put it back in there right now because I probably will pick this up right after I'm done with you guys to work on finishing that cat. So just pop this back in here like so. Don't take everything out of the hoop when I show it to you guys, but this one just easier. And then I bought these really cheap like bag clips on Amazon. They're terrible. I do not recommend. So many of them have broken. snapped. And for what I want to use it for, like this one just totally broke. I'm not wanting to take the extra time to fix it while I'm on with you guys. There we go. It's fixed now. So this is All Hallows Eve by Little Dove Designs. All right, next up is Potion Brews and Spells. This was in the 2016 Halloween edition of Just Cross Stitch magazine. Here is what it will look like when it's done. I did not do any of this stitching, and the reason why is because I don't have enough fabric. I have like a scrap piece of fabric that I'm doing this on. And so I had to cut all of this out so that I would have enough fabric for this all the way down to here. So I've been working on this pretty much every night while I was watching a spooky show on TV with my friends, my husband. We've been watching The Haunting of, it's on Hulu. Anyways, this, background here. This is where I am. So I just have one more of this right here to put there, and then I can stitch the Halloween in here. And then I'll be going on to this part down here. Now this part down here, these are all 1/1. I'm stitching this on 32 count plum by Fiber on a Whim. So yeah, that's going to be fun to stitch. Plus all of this down here. Like I have to say that I am a little bit concerned about all of those stitches. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it. It's going to look great. But this is Potion Brews and Spells. And I think it's going to look super cool when it's done. Okay. Alright, next up, might as well show you what's in this project bag since I've been using it as my background. This is my Fruits of Plenty by Modern Folk Embroidery. This was the 2021 stitch along. I love this piece. And I worked on this for about maybe an hour or two, maybe. I'm stitching mine with the colors 932 and 644. So here are my colors. I'm stitching it on a piece of 32 count antique white linen by Zweigert. And this is where I am. I'm sorry, I'm not going to take this out of the hoop. You're going to see it in the hoop, but basically I was working on all of this area down here. I had to do a whole row across, and then I started working down this side. So I had all of that to do. It looks beautiful. I love working on this. So it got called for a second time this month in WIPCO. And so we'll get there. We're getting there on that one. Okay, next up. is I worked for maybe 35 minutes on this, but like I said, if I put 1 stitch or 10 stitches in it, you're gonna see it because I worked on it. All right, this is Countdown to Christmas. This was a Whip Go call in the month of September that I did not get to as much as I should have, so I did leave it out with my works in progress so I could work on it if I felt like it. And so the other night I worked on it for 35 minutes and I got another box done, and I started working on, so I got this box done and I started working on another box down here. And then I got tired and I went to bed. So, yeah, this is definitely coming out in November, so it can be done. It's really beautiful. I love it. It's just something stitchy was calling my name this month. Or not stitchy, spooky. Sorry. We'll just call it fatigue because I'm tired. All right, next up. Is not wanting to show you the pattern because that would be bad. All right, this is Tonight is Halloween. This is by Kathy Barrick. And I'm stitching this on a piece of 32 count Whisper Belfast linen by Zweigert. And I worked on this for, I don't know, an hour, and then I had to frog everything that I put into it because I stitched it wrong. So all you're gonna see is a little bit. So I started this gravestone right here and I started stitching it, and this whole part was correct except for I had bumped this box right here, this set of 4 right here, out 1. So the whole thing was off by 1. So I had actually stitched almost all of the gravestone and then realized that I had stitched it wrong. So I went back and redid it. So I will be working on that to fix it. This is how much I have done so far on this one. Oop, I'll get my needle in there. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Let me put this up on here so you can see it. I love this one. It's so cool. This might be what I work on outside today. I don't know. We'll see. I'm filming a Stitch With Me video today. I don't have a lot of people watch my Stitch With Me videos, but I like recording them, so they're gonna keep happening. I feel like that I'm stitching with someone, if that makes sense. Like maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's just crazy, but I like to film them, so I'm gonna keep filming them even though they're not as popular on my channel as I would like them to be. All right, next up is my Mario sampler. I literally worked on this for just a few minutes the other night. Like I said, I have been exhausted. I have been so tired. But this has to be done by Christmas because it's for Adam. So this is what it's going to look like when it's done. It is by Choco Coco Cross Stitch. You can see it up here. I got it on Etsy. So we are still just continuing to work on it. I try to get a motif done every time I work on it, but my eyes were literally drooping. And I just put it down because I was like, okay, I can't. I just did the outline of the next motif. Working my way down, which is the leaf. I'll definitely finish that today and probably get another one started or done today. This is coming along so well. This is the subject of my last few Stitch With Me videos. So this is likely what I'm gonna stitch when I work on my Stitch With Me video today. next up, and the last piece that I actually worked on is my Halloween Quaker by Leela's Studio. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is where I am now. So get my thing out. I'm gonna bring a board up here so that I can do this. I film in my bedrooms. My bedrooms. Like I have more than one. I film in my bedroom. I only have one. All right. So this is what I have done so far. So I have quite a bit of it done. And this is the motif that I'm working on right now, which is a very big one. Here, it is this one right here. So as you can see, I'm almost all the way to the left-hand corner of it. And then I'll work my way down. And I really have probably about 60% of this done. I would say it's a little more than half done. And so it's coming along. I think it'll definitely be done by next Halloween. For sure. All right. So that's it. That's all I've worked on. Let's talk about Markup XP, and we'll talk about some things that I really like about it and some things that I'm not so sure about and that I may or may not keep the subscription. So it's a yearly subscription. I think it's like $12.99 for the year. Let me get to the app. So it is like Pattern Keeper for iOS. So I have my Heaven and Earth design on here, and then this is a freebie pattern that they just gave to me when I downloaded the app. So when I downloaded my Heaven and Earth design on this, I'm only going to show you just a part because it's a HAID. You're never going to be able to copy it from this. So this is Markup XP. Okay. So I have been working on my HAID. I restarted it on 18 count Ada instead of the 25 count linen I was doing it on. And I like it because it keeps up with my stitches. It definitely tells me information about it. So like I have how many stitches, how much percentage I have done. So what I don't like about it is I have this, let me go to Good Notes so that you can see. So this is my Scandinavian Forest pattern. And I purchased this from Etsy. Okay. I love this pattern. And I stitch on this pattern. It's part of my Whip Go projects. I love it. So I went to download this into Markup XP. It did not transfer any of the colors on any of the pages. So you have to go through page by page to put in the colors. Not only that, it like when it pulled it over, the grids weren't quite lined up right. And so some of the boxes are showing up in two boxes for one color, and then it's saying that it doesn't recognize that color. And I'm one of those people that if you're going to give me something that's supposed to make my life easy, don't make it hard to use it. I want it to be easy. So, excuse me. So I have not said yay or nay. I still have 7 days left of my free trial. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. For something like, here, I can show you really quick. For something like this, just want to show you like one of my, other patterns in my files maybe. So this, I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know if I can, there. I'm only showing a small part of the chart because I don't want anybody to be copywriting. So this is a download from my Readly app for this pattern right here, okay? When you go to download this in, it will not download just the picture and the chart. Or the key, I mean not the chart, but the key. So that was kind of a bummer for me too. But like I said, I have not decided not to. I might love it and change my mind and decide to keep it. I definitely am not I'm definitely canceling my subscription to my Readly app. I've downloaded a lot of patterns that I'm probably never going to be able to or have time to stitch, and the cost of that app is just adding up. Even though I get a lot of benefit from it, it's $12.99 a month, and I get all of those subscriptions and all of those great magazines and everything else. I have somewhere around 40 whips right now, and I have a bunch kitted up. So at this point, I'm feeling like I'm good to just let that go for a while, and if I want to pick it back up again later, I can. So if you like Markup RXP it is, and you have some tips or tricks for me, I would love to hear them in the comments. I would, like I said, I'm willing to try it out because I really don't want to go out and buy a cheap tablet for Pattern Keeper. I'd rather have this and pay a yearly subscription for it and have it be able to track my stuff. And since I'm giving up my Readly app, I feel justified that I could do that. It's just, I'm not so sure that I am willing to put all the work in that I would need to put in to download all of my PDF files. But let me know what you think. I'm totally up for suggestions and would love to hear from you. That's all I have to share for today. I don't have any haul. I am thinking about ordering some fabric from 123 Stitch, so if I have that come in, or I have a couple patterns too that I'm thinking about ordering as well, because I'm going to set up my mantle next year in the summertime with like a bee theme. So I'm looking for bee patterns. So if you have a great bee pattern that you think is cute and would look great on a mantle, feel free to shoot it my way and let me know what it is, and I would be so happy to go on and look for it. I am going to probably buy, hang on, I'll show you what I'm going to probably buy so that you know like where my thought is. I have it pulled up because I was like on there this morning. All right. This is, I have two actually that I'm probably going to buy. Sweetest Home, this is by Country Cottage Needleworks. Home Sweet Home. So this one, I have this in my cart, so I'm probably going to buy that. And then also Be Happy. It looks like this. Sorry, it's not that. It's by Cottage Garden Samplings. So I'm definitely going to buy these two. But if you have other ones that you think are super cute or really nice, I would be very happy to look at them and browse through them and see if there's something I would like to stitch, because I'd really like to get started on that. So I have a few of them done for the summer next year. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that you're all safe. I hope that your families are safe. I am absolutely, definitely thinking about the people in the Middle East right now and what is happening there, and my heart and prayers are going to all of the innocent people out there that are being affected by this war. And I hope that you have a wonderful stitchy week, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. So bye for now.